After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. One final time this season. Hi there, everybody. Joined by Brock Hewitt in the booth. I'm Kate Scott, and we have made it. The greatest game of them all, everybody. Welcome to the Super Bowl. And it really is the perfect crowning event for each and every NFL season, isn't it, partner? All the fanfare, the celebration in the week leading up to this game, and then in the moment, we see the two best teams in the NFL squaring off for this title.
Such a few fortunate players and coaches who are making a repeat appearance in this game on this stage, Kate. So many. This is the culmination of a dream that began a decade, even a couple decades ago, as a young player discovering their love for football. And for those first-timers, that's fine. Go ahead and take in this atmosphere. Just make sure you're focused when that ball is teed up and ready to go. Those dreams you had as a kid, well, they didn't end up with you losing this game. Oh, no. They ended up with you raising the Lombardi Trophy and calling yourself a champion.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Finds a man, right side. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Herbert from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Another try following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Rams take over as he records his 10th career INT. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Prescott here from the gun. That's complete. David Njoku. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Give to Williams from the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. When you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
They'll come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of a defense.
He's going to keep it this time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the gun is Prescott. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
No connection on the last play, and out third down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. On the move, headed right. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got fourth down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now they got to be special. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Working quickly here. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds past midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Johnston brings it in. And he's across midfield into Rams territory. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Herbert to throw once more. On target to Dobbins. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Offense up to the line fast. We've reached the end of the first quarter of Super Bowl 62. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Miami in just a moment.
Don't let him catch the ball, defense!
3 points are huge. Go defense. Make it ground.
Welcome back, all. Second quarter of Super Bowl 62 just moments away. Now Herbert again. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Herbert throwing again. It's caught. This is Lad McConkey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms, but it slips through. Second down coming up.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. It's Herbert once more. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Third and goal. Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's Dak. Short pass brought in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Williams now on first and 10. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Pass brought in by Traylon Burks. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he gets him around 6 there. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Dak now from the gun. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked up Cam Hart. And the Chargers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Herbert with a blitz coming. Forced out to his right. Completed here to Johnston. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
On 3rd down, Herbert completes beyond the marker. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First and 10, here's Herbert. Buys time, rolling right.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
From the 22 on 2nd down. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. Working inside the red zone. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Another try following the sack. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. First and 10, Prescott. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
One final shot before halftime. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right? They rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Well, while we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Working quickly here. They send a man in motion. Throwing on first is Prescott. Finds him over the middle. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun is Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Another throw for Prescott. He puts some power on a deep one. Look, they connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Second half starts with a run by Williams. And he works his way for a gain of 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Williams punches it in for the LA touchdown. The Rams take the lead right away in half number 2. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired, but that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Cardi now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams push their lead to 3. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, first and 10. Herbert from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Offense up to the line fast. From the 39, he finds McConkey. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's Herbert, first and 10. Touchdown, LA! Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's Dak. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers are finally stopped on the return. But they'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
First and 10, Herbert. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Rams put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Offense in the hurry up here. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. He just throws this one away. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Caught near the pylon. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Williams takes it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Johnston brings it in.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Connects with the open man downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st is Herbert. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty. Second down now, 7 to go. Herbert throwing again. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! quarter. That's going to tie the game.
And we're barely into this quarter, Kate, and already a tied game, a whole new game. Starting from this point, every single possession will be a premium.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Prescott here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on first is Prescott. That finds Burks, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Dak throwing again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun is Prescott. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll run the toss for Williams. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
From the 16. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. It's an LA touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Throw left side, complete. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Chargers losing by 7. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Throwing now. That's caught for the first. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Here he is to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Back to throw. This ball's caught by Palmer. Oh, he lost the football. Picked up by the Rams. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and the next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Another run for Williams. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. And once again, the Rams have done it. Start the party in SoCal. They are your Super Bowl champions. Here's Roger Goodell to present another Lombardi Trophy to the Los Angeles Rams, Super Bowl 62 champions. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season. Until then, good night everybody from the Super Bowl.